I will be showing you how you can join the top 10% of traders that are actually profitable. I understand that we are always hearing and seeing 90% of the traders that are losing money. What about the top 10%? What are they doing? What are they studying? What are they focusing on in the markets? That's one thing that I'm going to be showing you on today's video. Here, what's going on? It's Lesiba Mothupi, and I'm glad that you actually chose to watch this video here with me. So I want to focus more on the fact that you can also become a top 10 successful trader. Why am I saying this? Is because of I've seen myself go from being an amateur, being a beginner, someone that knows nothing about how the trading world works, and I had to just give myself the time into learning. And after that, I've seen myself become successful in this field. But for me, it took me like at least 5 years in order to be where I am. And I understand that I've seen some of the things that costed me time, costed me money, that I believe that most people do not even have to experience once they are able to understand some of these 3 secrets that I'm going to be breaking down on today's video. These are the three secrets that I will be breaking down. So it's very important of you to stay with me up until the very end. So now obviously the reason I wrote this down here is because when you're trading, how many times of you have heard the fact that you will not succeed trading? I mean, like with me, I heard that so many times. Most people told me that I wouldn't succeed. And I understand that maybe with you as well, whether you're still a beginner, whether you're still trying to find out if this actually does work, or whether you're someone that's like, figuring it out on your own, trying to learn certain things. These are things that you're going to hear, whether it's from loved ones, whether it's from just family members, whether it's from friends, whether it's from colleagues, people that you're always with. These are things that you are going to be hearing. So it's very comfortable. It's very normal that you are going to be experiencing this. The most important thing that you should be doing is not being able to be trapped by that, because you know why you started, you know why you're doing that. So you need to be able to move forward. And I think that is one of the most important things. And I've seen a lot of big companies that would make it seem like maybe the trading world doesn't work, or specific stuff, like just people that would make it seem like this whole world doesn't work. It doesn't work in order of them to be able to still capitalize us in terms of what? In terms of you being able to just get comfortable with working, get comfortable with working like a 9 to 5, get comfortable with working for someone else, not being able to be in a position whereby you are able to trade your own, make your own income, choose whatever income that you want, and still be able to persist and push forward as you are growing. Because one thing that I like is that the better you become with the skill, the better you become as a person. And obviously, I personally feel like your dreams are valid, because at the end of the day, we come from an era whereby most people wouldn't believe everything that we say, and the ones that would believe us are more strangers compared to our people that are close to us. I mean, even for me, when I still started out, there was literally almost 90% of people that were close to me that say that whatever that I wanted wasn't gonna happen, or it's never gonna happen, and I'm always gonna I'm gonna reach this breakthrough. Who am I? I didn't go to college, I don't have this, I don't have. They told me all these things that I couldn't, and I was like, well, you know what? As long as my dreams are valid, as long as I believe in the vision, why not? Let me just persist and see where it takes me. So you watching this video, I think the most important thing here is the fact that you are now watching this video. This is made for you, and I need you to believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Because the reason I'm going to be breaking down these 3 secrets with you is because of I know that some people are going to watch up until the first secret, others are going to watch till the second. The one that actually makes it up until the 3rd secret is the one that would take this information to heart and head. So now, luckily, I got all those on the side. I just wanted you and I to be on the same page. I think now it's the right time for us to get into the first secret. Okay, so now getting over to the first secret, let me just get it, my thing, and write down here, price action. Okay, so the very first secret that you need in order to be able to make it to the top 10% of the traders that are actually profitable is that you need to look at price action. You need to start focusing more on price action. Let me tell you why I say so. It's because of when I first started out, when I was still getting on my trading journey. I won't lie, guys, I see a lot of people that are coming up with terms every single day. Those are the terms that I learned back then, and they were literally not useful to me, because I had to learn a lot of indicators. I learned about how a lot of the differences between the technical fundamentals. I learned a lot about your different types of charts, different types of indicators, different types of tools that I needed, thinking that that's what I need in order to make it into understanding. Up until I saw that a lot of information that I was getting was not benefiting me. In fact, it was now making me be able to it was making my decision making more tough, because when I have to execute a trade, because of this strategy and this strategy and this strategy and this knowledge and this knowledge, it became a bit more tough of me to be able to move forward, up until I started doing what I had to unlearn certain things. When I started unlearning certain things, I started focusing only on one thing, that I was like, you know what, let me unlearn all these things that I know and that I have in my head that I think is working, but let me focus more on the ones that are actually giving me results. That's when I came across price action. So understanding and learning more about price action taught me and made me be able to just see the benefits of how the market works, be able to understand the movements of how the market works, be able to know what it is that I'm actually looking for in the markets specifically. Like, let's say in terms of me knowing that I want these specific candles to react at this specific zone or level. I want the market to push in this specific trend, and once it creates like these specific lows and highs, this is what I'm looking for in order of me to be able to capitalize. So now one thing that I like is that I went from just being a person that was just going all a day, everything that seemed like it's working out, and I started focusing on what is that one thing, that system that can help me be able to grow and become a better trader. And this understanding and learning more about price action actually pushed me into becoming a better trader. Today I've seen myself be able to educate and teach this price action skill to over thousands of students that I've been able to provide this skill to. And I've seen them apply it. I've seen most of them apply it and get quicker results compared to how long it has took me. And I've seen others still reach obstacles, trying to understand here and there. But one thing that I like is that their time frame of reaching some results that they actually have to get to, it is much better compared to my time frame. Because for me, I had to learn a lot of things and unlearn a lot of things and focus on one thing. Fortunately, now you studying, you can get straight to price action and literally get into you knowing what actually you should be doing. So that is the first secret into you joining the top 10% of traders that are successful. Now moving over to the second secret. Now the second secret of us being able to move into you being able to be one of those people that are joining the top 10% of traders that are profitable is that you need to use Awaken Strategies. Money or technical. So the second secret, you can simply see here, use working strategies, whether it's money strategies or technical strategies. So one thing that I like about this is that at first, you know how amazing it is, like, you know, when you are trading and, you know, you'd want to be known for your own specific maybe strategy, because I see a lot of people out there would come in and say, this is my strategy, this is how I trade things, or this is I came up with this. And truly speaking, guys, it doesn't happen that way. In the markets, you can't really just wake up and come up with something. Maybe that would need, like, you know, over 20 years or like 10 years plus of like literally proven results of like, I don't even know how deep you'd have to go in order to just come up with something, but you have to go back in data. So one thing that I noticed was, how about like I just go out there and model what the top 10% profitable traders are doing that's working for them, and I can come and learn it, implement it in my way that's actually working, and see where I can tweak, where I can actually improve in order of me to be able to master this thing. That worked perfectly. So that is the second secret, you being able to use what already works for one person. So let's say now, for instance, like me, as much as I did go, I learned about them, I read books, I bought multiple books about them. Not even that, I watched a few videos, I joined or subscribed into specific courses that would help me get a bit more closer in contact with them, just so I can ask the right questions and stuff. Everything that I've been able to do and come up with, what I was doing was just gathering information that was already working, not me trying to create my own thing. I'd be lying that if I say that I've created my own thing or I've created my own strategy. A lot of things, even my previous strategies, I've learned them from people out there that have been proven that they are working. Because why? Someone out there has been able to trade 6 years. After trading 6 years, they're able to put that down maybe into a step-by-step video program, and all I have to do is literally just come watch a few videos, understand how they see the market, ask a few questions, get that right, and once I've got that right, automatically I'm able to be a few steps ahead. What do I mean by saying I can be a few steps ahead? Obviously, it took this person 6 years, and now I'm looking there. Let's say I'm learning the course and everything, then it takes me literally close to 2-3 weeks, a month maximum, somewhere around, depending on how fast I'm I'm consuming the material, I'm asking the questions that I want, I'm putting it into play. Maybe that whole learning and implementing takes me 2 to 3 months. After the 2 to 3 months, then I can see what's working, what's not working, and then I can tweak it and make it into something that's working for me. Imagine it took them 6 years, it took me 3 months. So what I'm trying to show you here is that in at least 12 months time frame, where would you be? What would your results be like? Because you didn't go out there and battle, you didn't go out there and because at first, people like us, when we were putting a lot of work into learning specific stuff, it took a lot of time for us, because meaning that there was times where I never had to spend time with my family. There were times where I would literally invest a lot of money into trying to figure out certain things. So for you, is it something that, do you want it to also take that time so you don't spend time with your family and people that you care about? Do you also want it to take that money, all that money that you invest, or do you want to rather use someone else's resources? One thing that I've learned from one of the toppest people out there was that the best way to get ahead is to use people in your advantages. Grant Cardone would also say that, but the best way to actually, even he does real estate and stuff, he'd say that the best way that you can buy real estate is if you use people's money to buy real estate, if you use people's money to fund your dreams. The best way you can as well, also other people, wealthy people would say the best way that you can start is to use the bank's money in order to get or buy that business or do that business that you're trying to do. They always suggest that you should use the other people. So that's what I'm saying. Even on me, in myself, all these traders that have been successful all these years, I'm using them, their resources, whatever that they use, their tools, everything that they're providing, I'm using their years of experience in order of me to just get ahead. So when I get to those experiences, all those years, I'm a bit further ahead. So that is step number 2. You need to use proven methods, and you need to also use some proven money management techniques. Okay, so now before we get over to the third step, secret 3, I want to ask you a question. So far, are you learning something? Is it watching this video, is it helping you in order to get a better, clearer vision, or maybe understand specific things that you had questions with? If you are, just comment below, tell me that you are. But yeah, let's move over to the third secret: time management. Okay, so with time management, I won't lie, with time management it's a bit tough, because I would be able to hear a lot of people that would say, maybe I do not have time to trade because I work all day, or I do not have time to trade because I'm busy with this, or I don't have time to trade because this is what's taking up most of my time, and all those things. And guys, when I started out, as much as I did put a lot of time into trading and I've sacrificed a lot, what if I can say that I was in your position? And the best way that I can say maybe I was in your position was when I had to also start focusing more on building my businesses. Building my businesses and managing my team has been something that consumed a lot of my time. I want having a team of up to 16 members that you literally have to speak to every single day, that you literally have to teach them the way how to do certain things and stuff. Obviously now it limits my time from trading, so I had to do what I had to now start seeing on how do I go about managing time, which is why I started learning about trading sessions. Not even learning about them because I knew about them, but I started focusing more about what sessions do I want to be involved in. Do I want to be involved maybe in the Asian sessions where it's in the AMs, that's when I can trade? Or do I want to be involved in the London sessions, which is normally in the morning, or during the New York sessions, which is normally during the afternoon, especially in South African time? What sessions am I comfortable with? And I had to also decide, am I becoming a day trader or am I becoming a swing trader? Because there's two options. Let's say if you are saying that you do not have time to look at the markets, day trade, do all those things, automatically what you can be is that you can move over to become a swing trader. Because a swing trader, you can analyze the market 2-3 hours, then you can hold enter a trade once, hold a trade for the whole week. You don't have to bother yourself with looking at the markets every single day, doing all those things. That's what you can literally do. So if you believe that you do not have time, that's just the lie that you're telling yourself. Because at the same time, what I've done is that when I was still building my company and when I never had time in order of me to trade put as much time into my trading, what I've done is that I was focusing a bit more on the swing trading. I was trading, I was getting at least 1 to 2 trades a week. And then when I started seeing that, okay, no, I really want to go full time, hardest in my trading, that's when I started doing what? I started seeing, okay, my company, my business, this was going on. Let me just rather focus more on my trading this way. So that's when I started looking at the New York session, London session, knowing that I only trade 2 hours a day, because when the London session opens, that's when I'll be able to look at the market, analyze, get a trade entry, 1 to 3, manage it, and so on. So the most important thing that I'm trying to say here is that do not tell yourself all those things of, I do not have enough time. Do not tell yourself those things of, it's not going to work out for me. Do not tell yourself all those things, because yes, already the enemy is like working against us. Like we have people that are telling us that already. We have people that are working against us, and the only thing that we can be doing now is to focus more on the positive side. Or ask yourself a question like, what if I happen to achieve success doing this? What is it going to do for me? What is it going to do for my family? Let's say now I decide that in the next three months, in the next 6 months, I'm taking action on this. Where am I going to be? What type of a person am I going to be? I think one of the most important things that I normally look at is the transformation progress. Who am I going to become when I do get to become at that space? Let's say now if my target is to master trading and be able to not even like blow my account at all, meaning that whatever account that I have, I should never blow it. I do not look at, yes, I will get to I know that I'll get and achieve my goal, but I look at who do I become in order to get there, because at the end, I know that I'm going to have to become a person that literally respects, protects, and also that's able to just consistently follow through and be disciplined on their plan. I know that's who I'm becoming at the end, and that's a skill that's going to help me in the long term. I've been talking for long, guys, but I like the fact that I've given you guys 3 specific secrets that you can take and implement here. The one thing I'm going to say now is that we have decided to run 50% off on our Forex Chasers premium courses. What you can do is just click the link below, get yourself one of our discounted courses, and what you can do is I will be excited to see you in the private team. Remember, in the next 3 months, 6 months, when you haven't taken an action, where would you be? And if you happen to take an action today, what would it do for you in the next 3 to 6 months? I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. It's a boy, Mothupi. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you click the link below and check our 50% off.